Good morning. My name is Eli Gonzalez, and I will be presenting this assignment for the managerial economics class. I will share my screen and I will share my topic, and I wish you enjoyed this conversation because for me it's very interesting. Me as a Mexican living in the border, this is a real economic problem or opportunity, and I hope you enjoyed this. Okay. Topic is efficiency ways. Is it profit maximizing to pay above market rates in Tamaulipas maquiladoras? Okay, so saying this, um, I lived in Reynosa for my first 17 years, and we have a lot of factories right there that only factory for the United States. So the wages at the maquiladora, I was there for 1 year. Wages are very low, very, very low compared to the USA workers' wages. And because of that, the employee rotation is very, very big, very, very common. I'm talking that maybe a manager will rotate every 2 years or every year. That's a very negative number. Well, there are some managers that stay more, but usually they jump into other works to increase their wage. Okay, the context. The cross-border context is the RGV in Tamaulipas. Uh, Cities like Reynosa and Matamoros operate in a highly competitive, globalized labor market. We have a challenge for the managerial economics here. We have high employee turnover that creates a massive hidden cost in recruitment and in training. The key question, can paying wages higher than the market equilibrium reduce this cost and increase net profitability? Let's figure it out. Okay, the theory of efficiency weight, value mechanism, reduce turnover. By paying more, the opportunity cost for a worker to keep increase, stabilizing the workforce. Effort and motivation. It minimizes shrinking because the job is too valuable to lose. Adverse selection. High wages attract participants with superior skills and better work ethics within the region. Okay, this is the theory. This is me, myself, when I was working at the Fresenius Medical Care Factory in Reynosa. So, in the efficiency weight model, the RGV, the optimal wage is often higher than the market equilibrium to maximize net productivity. In a cost benefit analysis, the marginal cost is higher hourly rate and benefits. Marginal benefit is significant reduction of turnover cost. That this is a very big cost, but it's kind of uh, hidden. Hidden. Okay. Strategic outcome by paying the efficiency wage model. The firm shifts to labor supply constraint, attracting more reliable workers and reducing shrinking in high-speed assembly lines that are very important in the north of Mexico. For example, we can see the payment level in the market wage is regional average, but the efficiency wage is above the regional market average. With this, the employee turnover will be lower because workers are incentivized to stay to keep the superior pay. Right now, the workers frequently leave for small pay increases. Really, guys, there are some workers when I was in the factory that changed complete the company just for $50 a month. That's like for $11 a week, they change their engineering employee. Okay. The recruitment cost is very high because it's constant spending, hiring, and background checks, and all of that stuff. Okay, the worker effort will be higher if workers provide like have more a better wage because they will be avoiding losing a high value job. But because right there the mentality is like, okay, they are not paying me well. I will look for myself and go to a job that pays me more, you know? Okay, we have this graph, the market wage versus the efficiency wage. In the X axis, we have the employment workers, and in the Y, we have the real wage. We can see that with the market wage, we have higher employee turnover, higher hiring cost, lower profits. But if we are here, the labor supply increase and you know we have higher productivity, that means higher profitability. Okay, we can see in this table that the benefit is shown graphically, and the it shown that the equilibrium in employment in the market wage have some labor demand and some labor supply. But in this propose that we are trying to increase the wage, we can see that the employee will be paid above the regional market average, but not uh, as much as you were in the USA. So this will create like a sweet spot for the employee to keep the job and to like doesn't go to another company just for some dollars. Okay, my conclusion: profit maximization. Paying more is not just an expense; it's an investment when productivity gains exceed the marginal cost of the extra wage. For companies on the RGB and Tamaulipas border, the efficiency wage is a vital tool to maintain competitive against labor and market volatility. So, thank you for seeing this presentation. And I have a 10-minute video. Thank you for listening, and this was my proposal.